Yeah, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good evening to our respected judges and to my beloved media. So today we're going to proceed our presentation about our team, which is a smart city proposal and the team of safety and security. So this aspect is very, very crucial nowadays. So let's proceed. So our application name is LOCKIT. Next. So before we going further, I would like to introduce my team members, as we are consists of 4 persons. So I'll start with myself. So my name is Muhammad Shahmi bin Mokhtar, and this is Faiza. And over there we have Nasri. So we all of you say welcome to SSE4350. Next. Okay. So our outline today, we're going to highlight the introductions, the project descriptions, functional requirements, non-functional requirements, architecture design, and quite the demo. Okay. So we have to, at first we have to highlight the problems. When we make something, we have to come up with the problems that might arise before we make something. So we have 3 problems that we have highlighted. So the first one is house breaks in, response of shock and fear, and minimum security of house safety. So the problem nowadays is house break-in. We want to ensure the security of house nowadays in any neighborhood becomes safe and secure from any intrusion. So because now you can see house break-in, you can see even in newspapers, televisions, internet, nowadays many crimes are very increasing rate. So this is very, very crucial aspect to be considered. The second one is a response of shock and fear. I would like to say this here because the consequences of being robbed, everyone being robbed will feel shocked, will be traumatized, will be afraid, will be triggering their mind that they feel that unsafe when they know that, oh, my properties have been robbed, they feel that lost. So with effect from that, they will be feared of coming out from their house. So they triggering their mind. So they feel unsafe about their property. So they feel afraid to come out from their house. And the third one, which is minimum security level of house safety, and this they will trigger any robbery actions, and this is very, very critical aspect. Next. So why LOCKIT? Because we're concerned about house safety, and of course we have to protect properties in the house and combat crimes. We try to make an application that enhance security and safety by using this mobile application. So this is how we try to infuse in our application to have concern about the house safety. Everyone have concern about the houses and to protect properties in the house, like the furnitures, the jewelries or something. And the third one is general, when combat any crimes with the notification meant, and we will further explain in the use case diagram. So that's all for me.
So what solution of the problem? So firstly, user should be able to receive notification regarding their house safety. Secondly, LOCKIT able to integrate with the party, which is VSP, volunteers, smart patrol, and then thirdly, sensor should be able to feed data into the database, and lastly, CCTV. User should be able to view the CCTV recording in the mobile application of our system. And then for the benefit, we have 3 benefits. Come up with 3 benefits, which is firstly, we want to increase the security of the house. Secondly, property in the house can be kept safely. And thirdly, to keep house safe from robbery. So next. So for the competitive analysis, we compare our system with alarm system, which is alarm system can identify the exact location of the break-in. While for our system, we can identify the exact location of the break-in. For example, backdoor. For example, backdoor in the house has been broke into. So secondly, alarm system available in certain time based on user require. While for our system is available 24/7. So next, lepas tu Izzat.
Thank you, Faiza. So this is use case diagram. So as for our system LOCKIT, we have identified 12 use case, which is the first one is login, register device, view device status, view CCTV record, receive device notification, receive robbery notification, verify activity log that includes push robbery notification, make BSP report, feed device status, feed CCTV record, and receive BSP report. So for this use case, we include 4 stakeholders, which is police, that act as actor, which is police, house owner, sensor and CCTV, which is devices, and also BSP. BSP is actually the existing mobile application, but we just add the module that integrate with our system. LOCKIT. Next. So next is the functional requirements. So for the functional requirements, it's an important part because it's really define the system function. Next. So here we have categorized our use case ID into some features. So for example, for use case number 4 and 5, we have categorized it into one features, which is monitor device. So the purpose that we categorize into the features is to give better understanding to the customer for refer on the requirement that actually proposed for the system. So it's for the first one, I will include login that have 2 functional requirements. The first one is include house owner, and the second one include police. So for the second one is register device that include house owner. The third features include 2 use case, which is view device status and view CCTV recording, which is both of them relates to the house owner. And the fourth one is receive notification that we also divided into 2, which is receive device notification, next, and receive robbery notification. So for the robbery notification, it will include relates with the police. So this is the fifth is activity log, also the same, include house owner. The sixth is feed status. So this feed status that come from the devices, which is the sensor and also the CCTV. And the last one is BSP report. So user can make BSP report and receive BSP report. Next. So next is non-functional requirement. So this part is also important in order to make sure that our system satisfy customer needs in terms of quality attributes such as security, performance, and also availability, reliability, and others. Next. So for that, we have come up with the first one. We prioritize on the security, since our system is LOCKIT that focuses on the security of the house. So the first quality attribute is security that includes authorization and also authentication. So the priority here we set it as high because that's the important part of our system. So next is scalability that have connection and also request log. So here it includes 3 use case ID. So you can refer to the reference on the use case diagram. Here for the use case ID 1.1, the priority is high, 2.1 is medium, and 3.2 is medium. And the request log, we put it as high because the request log that we need to request the device status from the sensor is really important. So next, performance, which is throughput and response time. So here's for the throughput include 3.1 use case, which is high, and response time have 1.1 use case, 4.1, 4.2, 5.1, 5.2, 6.1, and also 7.2. Next. And the last one is availability. So in terms of no downtime, so we need that our system that can available for 24/7, so that user can satisfy with our system. So here they include 2 use case ID, which is 6.2 and 7.1. So that's all. I will pass to Nasri.
Okay, next is the architectural diagram. The first one is the conceptual diagram. In the conceptual diagram that my members have been explained, the first one we got the sensor, that we got device and the sensor. The first sensor that we have, the present sensor, next is micro C sensor and additional with device CCTV. So in here, all the sensor and devices go to the hub, and hub go to the Wi-Fi to get internet access to our cloud. So in this sensor, we provide data to our cloud, and inside of our cloud, I will explain on the next diagram. So it will go to our mobile app application, which is house owner, and website police in the police station. And then we also can have interaction with, integrate the module of the VSP, which is simply two modules, make report and balik kampung, outstation. Okay, next.
Okay, so I would like to see the activity diagrams here. So this tells how the flow of the program is. So it starts with the login to the system, so which is user or the police. So actually, it's a basically login system. So it's authorized, we go back from here, and then it's the first time. So you have to sign up, and it is not the first user, so you can proceed with the system. So here we can mount parallel functions. We have monitor devices, activity logs, DSP report, and add sensor devices, and receive notifications. So if there's a need for to create a robbery alert notification to the police, so you can proceed here. If you don't, if the user don't want to proceed with the create a notification alert, so just use the diagram that ends here.
Okay, next is the deployment diagram. In here we got the mobile application and PC on the left side. And then we go to protocol. We communicate with the protocol HTTP to our firewall, and then go to load balancer. In load balancer here, if we have several backup in our application backend, so if too many users in here, so the load balancer will control the user, which is you go to application 1, server 1, or application server 2. So next, in here, this application server can get data from the server, from the sensor. So here, this is our devices, CCTV, devices present sensor, micro C sensor, and go to hub, and hub will proceed go to the internet access. Internet access go to this database server sensor. Okay.
You don't have demo.
Oh, lagi.
Skip.
Skip.
Yes.
Skip lah this one.
Kau boleh tak? Lagi tak? Tak nak.
Yeah, you should manage to get time, including demo. So, paid demo.
Okay. Demo, we are using wireframe.
Okay. Next.
Okay, next. Login system. Okay, this is the main page of our login system. And the first one, user can register device status, activity log, CCTV, and VSP. So we go to register device.
No.
So
Next.
next lagi.
Okay. Register device. Okay. Lagi.
Okay.
Okay, lagi. Device baru. Okay. Okay, lagi. Lagi. This is front door. Sama.
Device ID in here will give from the level, what the type, and the number of the ID, the door. D for door.
Okay, lagi.
And this is the VSP. VSP only have two modules, report and outstation.
Okay.
Okay. From here, this is if from example, this door is been broke, and then the sensor will push to our database and go to our system with the notification. And this is the first alert that need to check device, which device that have been broke. So this device will go to the previous page, which is the unavailable. Risky dengan tu. So that is the next. And then selepas daripada yang dia dah check daripada CCTV, daripada device mana ni, contoh pintu tu yang di broke, so dia akan pergi ke CCTV, kita akan tengok sama ada benda tu activity, real activity ataupun tidak. So daripada situ, next dia akan pergi, baru dia akan pergi ke push notification ni kepada police station menggunakan LOCKIT. Alright.
Please, Mr. Saiful.
Okay. My house has an alarm system. So, but my system don't have a CCTV lah. Because when I install the alarm system, plus CCTV is expensive. But in alarm system, they have a panel. So we know each device sensor we install have ID in the panel. So if my sliding door is not close enough and I lock the alarm, so they have a alert. So that means without the application from the panel, I know which sensor have active when I active the system. Yeah, the panel. So I want to know how what different if the manual panel decision I know which sensor is alert and with the application. But because you or I think one of you have one statement because your system have a education which part is breaking and the other system don't have a alert which part
Where the breaking happen.
Yes. So I don't know where you can make a statement like that because I have that other system.
Oh, you do not agree with this statement?
Yeah, I don't agree.
Okay, thank you for the questions. So let me answer. So the first, the difference between the existing alarm system and our LOCKIT system is, the first one is our LOCKIT system is mobile based application. So user can receive the notification everywhere as long as they connected to the internet. So as what you said, your alarm system is on the panel. So we cannot receive we cannot monitor our door, windows if we are outside from the house.
Okay, based on your presentation proposal, how long does it take to develop this LOCKIT?
Okay, to develop this LOCKIT, the first thing that we afraid of is to implement the sensor itself. So like our panel said, it's costly due to CCTV sensor, but we only here use the high type of CCTV, and we use a cheap sensor which is the micro switch sensor that you can find it at the refrigerator when you close and open the refrigerator. So then another one is the presence sensor. Presence sensor also a cheap presence sensor where it needs a cost of
Motion sensor. Motion sensor.
presence sensor dengan motion sensor.
Wait, I think you should just answer the question.
How long?
How long does it take to develop the system?
Okay.
From there,
Okay, can I ask you the system based on the system itself or including the house?
end to end?
End to end.
Until the user can
I
use.
assume that nothing has been done. You don't have the
Yeah.
site there. You don't
Yeah.
have the
Example.
internet. You don't have the mobile app.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. We are assuming like this is a new business pitch
Yeah.
to get funding, for example.
Mhm.
So an investor will ask, how long do you need to have this system developed and we can go to market?
Or as developer, how long it takes to build the app?
Beta version, prototype.
As from my point of view, I think it's required more than 2 years or maybe more, because we haven't have really expertise on this development side.
Okay.
Maybe cannot.
Okay, it's okay.
Our
Okay, one last question for me lah. Which part in the architecture contribute to the IoT criteria? Maybe you can show the slide or the diagram. Which part in the diagram or the architecture
At the conceptual diagram. It's actually in the house. In the house environment.
which component?
Which component? From all, I think that's all sensor and devices we connect to the hub. Hub go to Wi-Fi, and it's actually is IoT, Internet
As
of
long
Things.
as
As long as
to the
it
internet.
connected to the internet access.
So, the question is, what architecture style you use?
Style. Architecture style that we use is publish and subscribe.
And why?
And why?
Because we have made some research for the architectural pattern and style. So for the publish and subscribe style, it really match with our quality attribute non-functional requirement in terms of quality attribute, which is viability, performance.
One of the significant requirements is scalability in your projects. So could you explain how do you address scalability inside your architectural design as a solutions of these requirements?
Scalability is the continuity of the
No, scalability is this. Yeah, okay. You can implement this to one home, and the same as a business, you want to grow this and sell this to implement this on 1,000 homes. Can your system, can your architecture cope with this? And how? What is the plan so that you can cope with this? Grow.
This ASR is not the one that being chosen by us, someone else, but you guys have mentioned this is important, significant, right? So how do you handle this? How do you actually design to solve?
About the scalability of itu, it's actually at a lot of uses. We using cloud, Amazon cloud. We are using Amazon cloud, and in here we can purchase our resources, which is the performance, the memory of our cloud. So that's the scalability and answer based on what we purchase to our service.
If this goes to market, I don't think you have an answer, so I'm just going to comment right away. It would be a lot better if you can present one. It would be better if you've done some research on the available hardware that you can use, that can implement. For example, you want to use for the open and close sensor. This is the sensor, this is the model, this is available at this amount of price, and maybe this amount of price wholesale. And then the cameras, you propose this and this and this. So all hardware, you have specific models and brands that you want to use to implement this into a home. And maybe a specific, normal setup would require 3 cameras, 4 cameras, I don't know. So if you can propose that, if your presentation will be a lot better. You can propose that, like we have a package for a home of this size and this size, which is normally at around 5,000, and will be using this model and this model. So to me, when you have something like that, you've done a bit of research about available hardware in the market, things that you can use to implement this solution. to me, the solution is not it's not anything new. It's not very innovative. It's been implemented quite a lot. Almost anybody can do it. But the difference in the presentation is if you've done enough research on available options in the market. And if you want to implement this, what hardware would you use? What camera would you use? If you can present a price package, that would be a lot better. Another thing that I would comment is that on this diagram, first you have on the bottom part. Okay, let's talk on the mobile part. The mobile part, you have videos. And on the left hand side, you have the mobile phones. I assume those are mobile applications. When it comes to mobile and when it comes to CCTV, meaning you are feeding videos. Okay, so videos doesn't normally just travel on HTTP. It has its own protocol, maybe RTMP and stuff like that. Video streaming stuff, so none was mentioned about that. And also on the bottom right, the database server. To me, this whole thing can be one database, but you can think about when it comes to scalability. First, you have the load balancer, but the load balancer is only for the application. But you can do a database, and the database has this clustering. Now, the database are clustering where two of the same server, a database server, can replicate each other. It can have 3, it can have 4. So actually, you don't need 3 separate databases. It can be all in one database because you're going to be sharing the data information anyway. That data, the data that you got from all the sensors and the cameras and whatnot, is going to be used by other applications, by the mobile app, by the web app. Okay. And secondly, when it comes to the database server, I don't quite agree that that is a database server. What's needed, you see, the devices needs to send data, right? And normally you don't open up the database direct for the devices to send data into, okay? Because then your devices will need some application on it, okay? So normally devices are just dummy device, they just send data, right? What's missing there is like an API server to receive the data and then store it on behalf into the database. So I'm seeing that it's lacking in an API database for the devices.
Okay. One question about the application. Which language you choose to develop this application and why?
Which technology as a whole?
I think JavaScript.
For which part?
For the mobile and website. For the policy.
So for the scripting side, we are using PHP. So because we are currently learning PHP, so we take an advantage from that.
Okay, before we are using PHP, and to implement the PHP, we are using PhoneGap. It's an open-based platform which can be implement PHP, MySQL.
Oh, cannot.
Cannot.
PhoneGap is for mobile only, and PhoneGap is only client-side technology, which means HTML, JavaScript, CSS, those kind of stuff. Okay, you cannot do PHP inside PhoneGap.
So it's the client side.
So.
Inform. Nanti kita let kita try.
Okay.
Next.